everybody, and welcome back to KF&JF Podcast. I'm so excited you're here to join us today. I'm your host, Keith, and we're here in Temecula at Nutrition Addiction. So look forward to that. I want you guys to introduce everybody you know to this place and have a good time when you come, because she's an exciting owner here. So let her introduce herself. Go ahead, Rebecca, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Holland. I own Nutrition Addiction in South Temecula. It's at the corner of Temecula Parkway and Butterfield. We serve clean energy drinks and healthy meal shakes.
Oh, wow. Tell us a little bit about how did you get into the business and come up with this name?
So 5 years ago, I moved here from the East Coast. I was a business owner on the East Coast. I own child care centers. I started doing mortgages from home and I gained 70 pounds. I started visiting a friend in Marietta who owns a club similar to this. I started using the products and lost the 70 pounds. I then decided to open up one in my neighborhood so I could help other people do the same thing.
Wow, that must have been a time in your life where you just figured that, what's important is health. So do you have a background in health, or is it just something you just picked up along the way?
I'm picked up along the way from working with my friend that owns a club similar to this, and then using the products to lose weight.
Wow. Talk about the products that you have here. What are some of the drinks that you serve that is most people love and helps them out, and similar to what helped you out?
So first we have clean energy drinks. They have aloe for digestion, all your antioxidants, B and C vitamins, ginseng, taurine, and guarana. You get your energy from that rather than just caffeine. They're 20 calories, less than a gram of sugar. We have protein shakes that range from 17 grams of protein all the way up to 50. We have shakes for people that work out that have glutamine and BCAAs in them. We have meal shakes for people that just want a shake for a snack or a meal replacement. We have other products. We have a vegan line. We have a Slim Belly drink, which is what this is. It has protein, collagen, fiber, energy, and tea. So there's a lot of different options for different folks. It's a good alternative to coffee in the morning.
Right.
We have protein coffee as well, but the energy drinks are a good alternative to that. The protein shakes are good for meal replacement or after working out. We sell creatine, BCAAs, pre-workout drinks.
Wow, you have a variety of drinks. Which one is your favorite that you seem to like, and what you use to bring down your weight loss?
The Slim Belly, because it has the protein, collagen, fiber, and energy. I also drink 2 shakes a day, one over ice usually. My favorite shake right now is the Chunky Monkey, but I definitely vary, kind of switch it up. Wow. We have over 50 different shakes and over 80 different tea flavors.
Wow, that is definitely interesting. I wonder how you decided that this was going to be not only what you do for yourself, but how you help other people. Who else have you ran across that have had your product and was able to have the results that you had?
I've had probably 10 or 15 different clients that I've worked with to lose weight. We have a transformation. It's called We Do Transformations. It's back there on the back wall. It's a competition that people get into. You buy the product. There's a website that you get on, an app on your phone. It has a 20-minute workout every day, meal planning ideas, snack planning ideas, how to use the shakes to lose weight. A lot of people will get into that, or they'll just come in because they want to be healthy and they want an alternative to that.
Isn't that amazing to have that connection with people where you're able to help them understand health and understand what it means to be a healthy person and do that. So talk about, other programs and other types of places that you promote and bring your service to.
So I do a lot with all the local gyms, especially on the Parkway, giving out samples. I do events. Next week I have an event at Temecula Valley Hospital where I'll give out samples in front of the hospital so people can try it. I work with different doctor's offices and weight loss programs on the Parkway where I'll bring in samples so the clients can try them, so they can use that as an alternative as well.
What are your response for them? Have they been like, oh man, I love this, or they they want you to come back and say, man, this is great?
Yes, and I get a lot of clients from those different programs.
Wow. Have you talked to any other nutritionists, people that are always like to complain about what other people are trying to serve, or are you connected with the medical industry in any way with that?
Doctor's office and weight loss programs. And I've been working with the hospital giving samples on different floors so that, the staff can try it as a good alternative, or clients.
Wow. So what's unique about you? What are some of the things you're doing out there that, help keep you in tune, with yourself? Are you out there surfing?
No, I don't. No, definitely not surf. I network a lot. I like working with other business owners. I've been a business owner 28 years, so I would say that I'm really involved in all the local networking events and things that are happening in Temecula. The Chamber of Commerce is a great one. If anybody ever wants to get out there and network, that's a good organization as well. So I think for me, that's my niche, is being able to work with other business owners and network.
Yes.
And then, of course, working with the gyms and different programs locally.
Wow, that is it's something to behold, is that networking. That's a powerful way of getting to know people and being able to spread your product a little bit. Talk about what it was like to open up this business here in Temecula. Some of the things that you either went through, or how smooth it was for you.
It's been fun, and I enjoy being able to network and work with other people. I think the thing that I've enjoyed the most is the community of Temecula. One of the things I've learned here is that it's a really powerful community, and it's great business owners, and they'll work with you if you work with them. Also outreaching to the schools. I like doing stuff with the sports teams at the different high schools. I have a son that's at the high school, so
wow.
I do a lot of that.
Talk a little bit about the family aspect, and running a business, being a mom and all of that. You have your kids there, everybody's, doing different things. How do you get them involved, and how do they, participate in the business?
Well, I got 3 high schools here now, so I would say that that's probably been the easiest part for me, is getting the kids involved in the community and getting them to help and work with me to do different events. So it's really become sort of like a family thing, right?
Well, yeah, we hope that sometimes, because not everybody rides, not everybody wants to, they let you go to work and you do all of that, but sometimes, they're not willing to get up in the morning or, show up on time to help you out. But it's good that you have that network of family to be able to support you. Can you talk a little bit about how you've used that to build the business? Have you put them out there in different, the schools and help promote the business as well?
I would say that's probably where I started at first, was with the high schools and the kids in the high school, because I have a high schooler and I had a high schooler who's in college now. So they helped a lot in going out and bringing in athletes, and they learned about the product, and their parents came in. So it kind of started there, I think. Mm-hmm. And then I outreached more to the gyms and local programs and businesses.
Wow, that's great. That's an important part of the business networking that you were talking about. Back to some of the drinks. Can you talk about a drink that you use for those guys that work out? What's one of those, protein drinks that is most popular?
On the muscle menu. So the muscle menu starts at 36 grams of protein and it goes up to 50. It has glutenide, BCAAs in it. So a lot of the athletes will come after working out to drink the muscle shakes. We also have pre-workout drinks. It's called Prepare. They'll use that going into the gym. It's more of a energy drink rather than a protein shake. Okay. So they'll use that going in to work out, and then they'll drink the shake afterward.
Wow. So there's a lot to be said for that protein drink, the 50 grams of protein. What does that give you in your body? Does it allow you to not have to eat for a while? Does it provide you just the ability to build off of as a muscle?
Yes. I think it does that. My chair's going down. As well as the glutamine and the BCAAs in the drink help restore muscle mass, right? So after working out, you're tearing muscle. You need that to restore the muscle mass. And then you're also getting the 50 grams of protein.
Wow, that's, I think I tried that the first time I came in because I was starving, and I was told that maybe I'll have like two hours of not being able to eat. It was actually longer for me. I didn't eat for a while. I thought I was, like, man, what's going on? But having that much protein, you have to be able to know what these drinks do to your body so that you're better to be able to, understand what you're getting.
Yeah.
Do you educate anybody about that when they come in and they say, oh, I like to try this, or I like to try that, do you give them some education as to how you feel, what's your purpose, do
Yes.
you have that kind of?
That's why we have the menu on the front counter, so that we can really go over each product on the menu and help people understand why they're using it, what's in it, because it's not just a drink, right? And there's value in everything that you're drinking and eating here, pretty much.
Right, right.
I also like to educate people, because I think a lot of people think, you need protein shakes only if you work out, or you need energy drinks if you work out. But everything we have is an alternative to coffee, to canned energy drinks, to
especially that Red Bull
snacks and
stuff.
meal replacements. Right. It's all a better alternative to that. So I've tried to educate people on the fact that they don't need this only if they work out or only if they want to lose weight. It's a good, healthy alternative for high school kids. Instead of drinking Gatorade, we have a refresher line. It's healthier than going to Starbucks for coffee in the morning. We have coffee with protein. We have energy drinks that are healthy, and they, give you energy rather than coffee. So I think just educating people on all the products we have are a good alternative to something else. And you don't have to work out or lose weight. It's a better alternative.
I think you're absolutely right about that. And I'd like to ask you also about, do you, run across people that come into your place of business that have health issues, like maybe they have cancer, or maybe they have other types of, things that they're working through? Do you direct them in some drinks that you make that will help them in that area?
Yes, and we also have supplement lines that, joint support supplements and different supplements that if somebody's having an ailment or an issue, they can come in. We have a drink that's called the Immunity Tea. So if you're feeling sick or you've been exposed to somebody feeling sick, the Immunity Tea has all your vitamins in it, your vitamin C, immunity to sort of help with that. It's called the Wellness Drink. So we have a bunch of different products we can offer to folks when they come in.
Wow, that's how does that make you feel a little bit? I'm just thinking that's got to feel good to be able to help other people out when they're coming into your place of business.
Yeah, definitely.
That's one of those great things. Well, you know what, guys? We'll be right back with Rebecca here at Nutrition Addiction. Be right back.
At this time, KF&JF Podcast would like to take this time to thank our proud sponsors, Beyond, Legacy, and Joy Be Love. We are grateful for your support. Thank you for allowing us to bring fresh new content and helping us continue to spotlight small businesses, locally and throughout the state of California. We could not be who we are without your support.
Close your eyes. If money was not an issue, what would you dream for your company? What would you want done? What's your vision? What monies would you want? What things or business relationships would you want to connect with? If money wasn't the issue to get there, where would you want to take your company to? So think about those things, and I'm gonna give you that time to just really think about it, because we don't dream enough. And we think too small, and we need to think bigger.
Welcome everybody back to Nutrition Addiction. Here we are so excited to have been talking about health, and that's an important place to be. Rebecca, I'd like to ask you about the weight loss and everything that you've been able to get from all of the drinks that you've been using. Can you show us that picture that you were talking about?
I lost 70 pounds.
70 pounds.
Yep.
Man, what was like when you dropped the weight and everything? What was one of the things you said, man, you know what? I can't believe this.
I've lost weight, over the years of my life. I think the difference for me this time was that I really understood the products and how important it is to introduce protein into your diet and to keep that, consistent diet. So I think for me, that was the bigger part, is I got it. Like,
Right.
you don't just lose weight and then go back to your old habit, right? You change your habit, you increase protein, and I found a product that I was able to do that with.
Wow, that's got to be a great feeling too, to be able to have that new body to a certain extent that you've been, you're experiencing now. What are some of the things that you like when you came down and you went out and did what?
I mean, the bigger thing for me was I started working out and really liking it. And, for years that wasn't the case. So,
Okay,
I go to different programs, I enjoy that. And just feeling better.
It's a new lifestyle then.
Yeah.
It's a new lifestyle. And the smile and everything else that you do. So do a lot of your family know about that, or it's just a small knit situation as far as your weight loss due to the health even?
No, my family knows, all my friends know. I mean, I've really promoted it because I got it.
Okay, great. Can you talk a little bit about legacy? What are you hoping to accomplish through business? Since you said you've been in business for a while, how do you pass this on to your kids, and how do you see that?
I mean, I think I've already done that now in introducing the products and nutrition and understanding diet. My son uses the products, he's an athlete, so he's been able to incorporate that. I mean, I think I've done it just from doing it, right?
Right, showing them, them being able to see it. And that's part of what the podcast is about, trying to, allow people to see what small businesses go through and how they affect not only the community, but their family. Talk about your kids, how many you have and to what extent, what sports that they're playing.
I have 5 kids. My oldest is 32. He's a mechanic at Temecula Motorsports. I have a 30-year-old who lives on the East Coast. She's a teacher. I have a 24-year-old who's a manager at Enterprise Rental Car. I have a 19-year-old who's at UCSD studying law. And I have a 17-year-old that's at Great Oak High School.
Wow, what a support system that you have in there. And I know they think highly of you, So, and building that legacy and establishing, what you want them to see in you. Do you feel like everybody's in tune now? Everybody knows that nutrition addiction is what you're all about?
Yeah, it's for sure. Especially my teenager.
They know that.
Like, remind your friends.
Oh my God, they know. What are some of the things that are happening in the industry that you pay attention to, that you're putting your hands on as far as listening, and trying to go out into some of the events that they have regarding nutrition?
We have, the organization that I'm with, we have conferences that we go to study products and developments. I think it's more about just networking with other people on wellness and health in the Temecula area that I've gotten a lot from.
Wow.
Understanding nutrition and adding protein and fitness and how important it is.
Well, I think you're right about that. You don't necessarily have to go, to some fancy event to be able to understand what health is about, when you can talk to the people around you and see what they're going through and how they see themselves in the health field, or how they feel about their health. So talk a little bit about some of the other things that you can mention about this business that people need to know when they have a startup, because basically the startup business is hard. Talk a little bit about that.
I mean, I think this particular business, the startup was harder for me, only in that it's getting people to recognize what this is. It's not like there's a lot of nutrition clubs in the area that offer, protein and all the different alternatives that we have. So it was the grind in getting people to know that we're here, and what we're doing and what we're offering, and that it's a good alternative.
What do you think about Temecula being a spot? Because they're building these new houses over here. A lot more people are going to be coming through. So do you, is that something you're looking forward to as a business owner?
Yes, and I think Temecula has a really great chamber of commerce. They've been really supportive to me. They've helped me a lot. There's a lot of great networking events. I was on the East Coast for 28 years. I own childcare centers. And what I've learned in being in Temecula is that it really is a small business community, and everyone supports each other in that. Other business owners, the community itself. Where I came from, people went wherever, and there wasn't that support like there is here. I mean, local people in Temecula support small business. They'll go to a small business before anywhere else. And you don't see that in a lot of communities, and the people that live in the community.
It's important too to spend money within the small business, because really that is the what makes America work.
Yes.
Is the fact that small businesses, they're out there, people taking their own money, save money, putting it into a business, and they need that support. And sometimes people just don't know the importance of what that money can do to keep them going, because of the importance in our economy and in our community. Do you have a idea as to what you would like to do after this?
No. I mean, I like doing this, so I just hope that I can keep doing it and
Okay.
people keep coming, right? I like helping people. I like the whole process. So I really just hope I can continue this.
Wow. So you talk about what it's like about, when you, as a boss, you got employees, they're out here, they're, doing what you would like them to do to represent your business. How does that relationship work, and what do you see when you, in working with your employees?
I see people that love the products and want to help people like I do in losing weight, feeling fit, getting healthy. And that's probably the biggest part here. You can't work here if you're not on that mission, because it really is about helping people and understanding the product.
That's great. That's an important part for other small business owners to understand that you can't do everything yourself. You do need people to help you and support your business, but that relationship has got to be something that represents what you want the business to do. Can you also take a moment to talk about some things we may not have talked about as far as your business and what you would like to get out to the world out there?
I mean, I think it's really just everyone in the Temecula area understanding the importance of the products and that it's a good alternative to wherever you are in your life. There's something here for you, so come in and try it so that you can see what's out there. We also do protein baked goods. There's just a million different alternatives.
Can you also give everybody a little bit of where you are, the address, or what part of Temecula you're in, so they can find you?
Yep, we're at the corner of Temecula Parkway and Butterfield in South Temecula. It's the shopping center where the Schwab Tires is, Aztec Taco, right there.
Yeah. Well, here in KF&JF podcast, we can't thank you enough for giving us the opportunity to interview you and ask you questions about what it is that you do here at Nutrition Addiction. And we have such a lot of people out there that are just trying to start up businesses and they don't know what it means to sacrifice. Can you talk about any sacrifices besides what you've done for yourself that you may have to, be at work, away from your kids, all of those other things? What are some of the sacrifices you've been through?
I think the sacrifice, not only the financial sacrifice of opening any business, but the time. You have to be here, you have to work it. It's not something you can sit from home and do. When I first opened, I was open 7 days a week. Now I'm open 6 days a week. I'm here all the time.
Wow.
So I think that's probably the biggest sacrifice. Now, luckily, this business allows me to bring my son in and bring my daughter in when she's home from college. So it's, I'm able to spend the time with them while being here, but it is definitely a time-consuming grind.
Wow. So that, for any family, that's more time you spend together, the more you get to know each other, the more you'll be able to understand what this is all about. One of my last questions is, what do you have coming up? What events that you're going out to? Anything that you want to talk about, or where you're going to be out there?
The biggest one is November 6th. I'm going to be in front of Temecula Valley Hospital for the Wellness Day. Everybody should come out and check that out. I don't really have any other events besides that next month.
Anything with the schools that you're going to be doing coming out, or your kids?
I do stuff with the schools all the time. So any sports team, any program in Temecula, if you ask me, I bring out samples. So I'll bring out 12-ounce samples to the athletes. I do it for all the high schools, Pop Warner, rugby. I did adult rugby last week.
Wow.
So pretty much anywhere, if they want samples, just hit me up, DM me, and I'll bring them out. Because that's the best way for people to realize what we offer.
What you got, what you're offering. So we thank you guys for listening to this beautiful conversation we've had with Rebecca, and we thank her so much, you guys, for her taking the time out of her busy schedule to sit with us and have this conversation here in Temecula, Nutrition Addiction. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon.